There are many different types of sleep disorders. Do you know what causes them? Do you know how to get a good night's rest? Your behavioral habits play a huge role in how well you sleep at night. Do you have games on your phone like I do? Do you scroll through Facebook? Do you like Snapchatting all your friends? I do too. I have a really bad habit of bringing my phone to bed. When I do that, I tend to scroll through Facebook for hours. And then the next thing I know, I look at the clock and it's already after midnight. I should have been long asleep. Do you like to drink sodas? Do you like to get a drink before you go to bed? I do. I normally try and drink water before I go to bed. When I was younger, I used to get soda all the time. Well, come to find out, sugar intake before bed is not really a good idea. It tends to wire you, which means you're wide awake. It's just like a kid in a candy store. The first disorder that I want to talk to you about is called advanced sleep phase disorder. It's typically seen in the elderly. You know, when you go in the nursing home, they have a set schedule. They wake up at 5, breakfast is at 6, you know, bingo at 7, you know, the list goes on. Lunch at 12, you get the point. You have set hours. When you go to bed early, you wake up early. It's common sense. You go to bed at 7 o'clock, you're wide awake at 3, 4 in the morning. Simple explanation. Early bird gets the worm. That's what this disorder is. It's unlike the early morning awakening that is sometimes a symptom of depression. It just means that you got a full night's sleep, but just a little earlier than normal. The next disorder that I want to talk to you about is called delayed sleep phase disorder, and it's just the opposite. The individual experiencing this has a hard time waking up in the morning. Picture this. You set an alarm for 7 a.m. You plan on getting up, cooking breakfast, you're going to get to work early, you're going to look fabulous, right? We've all been there. Instead, you're flipping through Netflix, ready to go to bed, and you come across this show. Well, you start watching the show, and it gets fairly interesting. Next time you look at the clock, it's 3 in the morning. Keep in mind, you've got an alarm set for 7. When that alarm goes off, you hit snooze so many times, you're almost late for work. I've done it. I know a couple of you have too. What can cause these disorders? Well, if you're anything like me, I bring my phone in the bedroom. I scroll through Facebook. My screen's always too bright. Which, if your screen is too bright and your eyes tend to strain, it can leave you feeling fatigued. Another thing, sugary drinks, alcohol, caffeine, anything like that. Try and drink that at least 45 minutes to an hour before you plan on going to bed. Nicotine can also affect your nighttime routine. If you smoke, try and smoke, again, at least 45 minutes to an hour before you plan on going to bed. Ways to help get a better sleep. I tend to take melatonin. It helps me sleep at night. You can get it anywhere that vitamins are sold. Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, anywhere. Change up your bedtime routine. If you have a hard time waking up in the morning, try and go to bed early. And if you're up at the crack of dawn, like the rooster, then try and go to bed a little later. You also have a feature on your iPhone called bedtime as well. Did you know that? It's a little bed icon when you open up your clock. and it can help you get your sleep on track. It sends you little notifications saying, hey, if you go to bed now, you'll get this many hours of sleep and you'll feel well rested in the morning. In conclusion, some sleep disorders are caused by different things. However, by simply choosing healthier bedtime behaviors, you can ease these symptoms of these aggravative disorders.